I saw a light, oh it was coming to me, oh it looked straight through me, left me wild.
Gangs in itself is, we've only been on the circuit for about a year, but it's actually been a 3-year project.
Gangs of Ballet started originally as a side project, just a bunch of mates. We just felt like getting together, trying to write something new.
Actually, I got a phone call from Josh around about New Year's. So he went forth and asked me if I'm keen to play for Gangs, and actually saw him at a New Year's event, and I said to him, I'm in, amped.
We all kind of knew each other. We were from, we all played in the industry and in other ways before. We've all dabbled in music and everything, but this was kind of our first project that we really gave it a go.
We're not living in heaven, but we're almost there now.
Yeah, so what we've got out at the moment is a 5-track EP, and it was quite an interesting process for us.
With bands in the past, we hadn't tracked our songs enough, and we had some of our mates really getting on our case to go and actually put some of these songs down.
The main thing we wanted to capture was energy, and I think that's what kind of made it so fun, because we were just in it just for it. We didn't have any expectations for it, or we didn't think this thing would explode or anything like that. We were just making music with friends.
Who's gonna save the day? Who's gonna come steal our breath?
It was quite a rad experience, especially recording with these guys, as well as Greg Bedford.
We tracked one song, a song called Heart Stop, which we ended up pulling off because we felt it was a little bit poppy. And we ended up going back into studio and doing a 5th song called This Love with a guy called Brent Quinton. And yeah, that was a completely different process. We tracked drums and a massive hall, and that in itself had a very different vibe, which was cool.
Am I afraid to love without restraint? Is it a fear?
Outside of really tracking something that people want to take home with them, live is probably our biggest focus, because the live music in the digital world is actually the future. So we want to make sure that we're part of the entertainment industry, and it's something that we really do work hard on. We spend hours practicing, and we want to produce music that's of standard. Not only just for us, you know, I think we've got our own standards of music, but we just think that the music in South Africa is taking a huge step up, and we don't want to be lost, and we want to be a part of that. So
I think creating songs and writing songs are great, but when you're actually getting to play them in front of people and seeing people react to them and seeing emotion and, I don't know, just feeling a crowd, I think that's great.
It's one thing being able to play your parts, you know, well, but actually delivering them live is a very different thing. So I think us as individuals, we've tried to be performers, you know, besides playing correct.
I think our set is quite dynamic in terms of we prepare a bunch of set things to do, and then we also have a couple of spots in the set where we just sort of play as we go and get the crowd involved.
we'd love to be known as a live band. I think if we can pull off something really amazing live, I think that's something we'd love to do. Writing for Gangs has been really interesting. My brother Josh and I have primarily done the most songwriting. It's been quite interesting where we've almost done 50-50 on most of the songs. He'll come with the idea and I'll finish a sentence, and it's like the romantic situation. You know, we finish each other's sentences, and we bring it to the band, and the color starts to get added on top of the framework that we've got there.
Sometimes they've got a whole song already done, and we'll just sort of, it's quite easy just to put it together quite nicely. Sometimes it's just one little line, we've got to work a whole song from there.
We're lucky in that Jono and H are also amazing musicians, and they have a different side of things that, you know, Brad and I often don't pick up.
It's really fun actually writing stuff together, because I mean, we all have different backgrounds, we all got different ideas, and it's quite cool to see how that can all come together. So we've been really fortunate with the guys that we've managed to hook up with, to work with. There's this fantastic videographer by the name of Solomon Lichthalm.
In Moving Cities, he came through Durban and he did a video for us, and we were just absolutely blown away by the way that he did this video.
And he did a really, really amazing job. Also, zero budget, zero time. I think we shot the whole thing in 2 days.
It's got to be one of our proudest moments, and he's a creative genius.
I don't know, he really captured something really, really special, and he figured out the song, and it adds immensely to it. So it was fantastic working with him.
With only having 5 songs in an EP and now writing for an album, it's just amazing to see that we're starting to find our own sound. Every time we write, it seems like we extend ourselves, and we just want people to listen to our songs and think, gee, these guys actually gave more than 3 minutes thought to what they're doing.
I mean, we can be pretty blunt with each other sometimes, and we tell each other things suck, which it can hurt sometimes, but it's actually good, and we get stuff done, you know. So yeah, we're pretty open with each other.
If, you know, something is cool, we'll definitely, you know, say, yeah, that's rad. Yeah, I think up till now that's worked really well.
So I'm excited to see what's going to happen with this album, which we're busy writing for at the moment.
Where are the voices, the mist is the blood? We can't stand and watch while the world falls apart. We're breaking the silence, so we've been laying low.
We've just found that even though guys are very capable on the instruments, you've still got to find that chemistry, and you've got to find out what works and what doesn't work. And it doesn't matter if you've written the song, at the end you've got to have a product that, we've got a song that's got to represent the whole band. We've been trying out a lot of new gear, we've been partnering with a lot of amazing companies which have opened up doors for us to try new things. And it is a process. As much as the writing process is important, I think the way that you sound and finding your own distinct sound, be it on your guitar or your drums, is really, really key. And we're very aware of that.
I think I'm lucky in that when I was younger, it was kind of like enforced into me that when you play with good tone. It's as much as playing, you know, good grooves or good fills.
Yeah, I've enjoyed playing around with different kind of sounds and trying to be creative and experimental.
Yeah, it's really great. My whole life is kind of revolving around music at the moment, which is really cool. It's really awesome, and it's really fun. And it is graft, but hey, this kills any other job.
Next year we'll be able to be free to go full-time as a band.
We already started working with a lot of companies and booking shows and all those kinds of things, so we can't wait to see you, and I hope you'll pitch up.
That's it. That's all I got for you.